Hello everyone, I'm Michael Kiruhin, leader of the project Warden Machinery. We specialize in serial research and development of novel machine vision-based solutions. And I'm here to discuss with you our novel product, a computer vision-based waste management system already validated by the government of Moscow. With this product, we aim to help reach all the sustainable development goals concerning prudent consumption and prevention of waste leakage into the world's ocean. It's common knowledge that each year, estimated 8 million tons of plastic waste enter the world's ocean, which are equivalent to 5 full trash bags along every inch of coastline worldwide. And 60% of this plastic waste result from mismanaged waste systems from 5 Asian nations that suffer from inadequate, often fragmented and reliant on informal economy, municipal waste collection and management systems that lack visibility and transparency and lead to efficient inability to track, monitor, forecast material flows under lack of data in understanding of waste generation patterns and management dynamics, and in some inability to in any way reduce ocean leakage. Which we tackle. What we do is the following. We employ data input in the form of photos or videos, including those taken by regular cameras mounted on civil drones, and upload the data into our SaaS platform, which provides automated analysis, neural network-based waste detection and classification, putting the heap on the map. For sure, via photogrammetric instruments, we estimate the value and track the changes to the previous state of the landfill, of the waste heap, which enables us with the following actions. First of all, we can monitor the leakage points and understand the plastic flows. We can involve public and crowdsource the data collection, which is always good. Given that we provide adequate and accurate data, we can optimize handling and recycling and employ legal procedures, including automated issuing of ecology-related fines. Now, how we do it? Basically, we build area depth maps from, for instance, order photo plans or area coverage maps taken by drones. First, we detect waste heaps, we segment it and classify the contents and estimate the area and volume occupied by the illegal waste heap, for instance, like in this case. In certain cases, we can track the origins of the waste down to a specific enterprise and monitor the collection dynamics on the territory of the enterprise itself. We classify household waste separately from industrial waste and separately from construction debris. It's good that we measure something, but to validate that we measure something correctly, we had to test our solution on various objects that we can validate manually, and the margin is currently below 40 centimeters from a 73-meter high drone flight. We launched in February, and today we are actually launching this product in Indonesia, given that Indonesia has pledged to reduce plastic debris by stunning 70% in the upcoming 5 years, together with 2 NGOs, the Incubation Network and Second Muse, that are aimed at building circular economy. Our strategic partners can validate everything that I said. 2 global technological leaders and Big 4 consultants have joined us. The big question is, will you? Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Mark. And again, just a few seconds over time, but that's okay. So time now for some questions. Any questions from our experts?
Please fire away.
Yes, maybe you're super clear, so you don't need any questions for now. But yeah, we have Dijen coming up.
Thank you so much. I have a question on, in terms of your customer base, I would imagine, but correct me if I'm wrong, you would expect that the main source of clients will be national governments or NGOs.
Basically, for sure, it's municipal governments or national governments, for sure, given that garbage treatment is currently an acute political topic. And as you can see in several regions, for instance, creating large-scale illegal landfills has already brought the situation to certain political unease. For instance, in Russia, 2 heads of regions have been changed through bottom-to-up action by local activists.
Okay. I have a question actually to you. I got it in the Q&A. So if we don't have another clarifying question from the experts, maybe I would ask it. So we have a question here saying, how do you scale up the solution to cover megacities that are most polluting? Can you also use satellite or drone only?
We can use any data source, any optical image coming from CCTV cameras, for instance, from cameras mounted on municipal trucks. That's also a use case, an actual use case, and civil drones as well. Basically, you just need to state the type of the data source during uploading to the platform itself, the precious data, and the backend will do the job.
Will do the job, okay.
We are currently testing several... Sorry?
No, please go ahead.
We're currently testing numerous types of data feed from various geographies. And given that, for instance, Indonesia is a large country, Russia is a large country with very diverse conditions, and so far everything seems to be just right.
Well, actually, there's 2 questions for you in the Q&A, so I think I'll leave you. You can answer these, but maybe I'll choose one of them. So one is saying, how could this solution be combined with autonomous ocean vehicles and other frontier technologies such as blockchain to map the ocean garbage patches and have bounties to collect and clean the oceans for in furtherance of the Sustainable Development Goals, with particular attention to SDG 14?
Beyond doubt, unmanned marine vehicles are just another data source for us. And if the author of the question is open to collaboration, so are we, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So I think there's one more question, so you can take this one by texting. And I think we're going to be... Oh, Alex, you're here. One more, yeah, please, yeah. Go ahead.
I'd love to ask one. It's a great presentation. Thank you very much, Mitch. Which of your stakeholders is going to take the most action because of what you've built now, right? Is it NGOs who are going to now know where to go and clean up, or is it governments who will now know what companies to ask to change their behaviors? And let us know, has any change happened so far based on your...
Thank you kindly for the question. So far, we have actually seen change in the operations of the municipal regulator. Basically, the government has managed to reduce budget spending on certain waste-related fraudulent scenarios, and we have managed to cut the expenses by 3 times. And the NGOs have also proven that they, with this solution of ours, they have obtained a particularly accurate and objective tool to press the local governments to tend to certain ecological, I would say honestly, disasters, given that certain landfills are totally disastrous. So I cannot choose which one is providing more impact, but the government is paying. So as a businessman, for sure, for me, I would say the more impact is in seeing the ways the governing agency manages to change its own operations and provide a financial inflow for me.
Marta, please go ahead.
Yeah, I just wonder, what is your business model? Because, you know, the monitoring should be constant, not just once. And what is in your offering? Can you explain a little bit? What do you offer? Do you have your own fleet of drones, for example? I'm just curious. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. That's actually the point, that we are a software provider. We don't need to bring, for instance, we don't need to bring our fleet of drones to a certain location. We can collaborate with the ones who hold the fleet and adapt our solution to their hardware opportunities, to their hardware capabilities. And therefore, for instance, in our cases, all the people that operate in the field have access to their own drones.
Yeah, but the monitoring, thank you for the answer, but the monitoring, as far as I understand, have to be constant. It's not, let's say, a one-time scan. How do you provide that? Thank you.
Thank you so much. We work as a software as a service model in this particular case, and the service can be provided as often as you are ready to, for instance, you are ready to fly your drone, to get an employee or a separate department who I believe own a drone or a series of drones already, and put them to good use.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mitch.
There's the time for one more question.
Yeah, it has to be a very quick one and a very quick answer as well.
Okay.
So please.
How much your result is rely on drone video and imageries, knowing in our experience using drone to deliver, we mostly avoided urban setting. And even in rural setting, I know you're a software provider, but I wanted to understand how much you rely on that, because deploy drone in, which I understand probably more in the urban, that's where you will find a lot of trash, really requires a lot of software skill to be able to maneuver the complicated landscape. And we look at globally, the aviation law for drone is very diverse, but a lot of countries has restricted use of drone to be only within eyes of sight. So it can be quite restricted. So just trying to understand how much you rely on drone imageries.
Honestly, not much. Speaking of large areas that we need to cover, for sure, drones the only answer, especially in the suburbs or the rural areas where all the illegal dumping of waste usually takes place, or where the enterprises, the manufacturing enterprises, are localized. However, if we're talking about the urban setting, for sure we can employ CCTV infrastructure of the municipality, or just use the video registrators based on municipal trucks, for instance. You can also always rely on the local people who can go around with their smartphones and provide the data that is gonna press the waste handling services to take appropriate action in due time.